Welcome back, dear viewers. We continue our discussion and dialogue with Mr. Haitham Masoud. Now, Mr. Haitham, tell us about the sale and purchase process on the trading sites like Souq.com. How does it work, and does it work, let's say, swimmingly and successfully?
Yeah. Well, usually the user, this is an international standard, they must register on the site. Each site have different approach of how to generate the user database. For us, when you start, you have to register your information, and we have to verify two important things, which is the mobile and email. So we have to make sure that we can reach you back by email or by mobile, because you are selling. So it's a financial issues involved in this part. After the user register in the site, he can start using the channels, which is the sales channel and buying channel. So if he would like to sell the item that he already has it in the house, he just start going in like a wizard. It's a very simple wizard created to meet with any let's say
interested client.
Exactly. First, it's C2C, which is consumer to consumer. It's from individuals. It's for the individuals. So it's a wizard that helps him to go through certain steps to list the item, take the photo for the item, make the photo album of the goods that he would like to sell, make the description well, and make it online. Define the prices and if it's an auction or it's a buy now. After defining the prices, he lists it and make the condition of the payments, which is some of them provided by us, and the other side, which is he want to have his money his way. We don't guarantee this part. After he make this list with this information, he can post this on the site on a specific category on Souq.com in certain.
And what does Souq benefit out of this whole step?
Well,
percentage of sales?
Actually, first, while he's listing, there's a monitoring part. Part of it usually done automated, and the other part there's a human involved, which is the care center, the customer care center. They monitor to make sure that the listing was done properly, the information is clear, everything is fine, there is no illegal items.
Yeah, the idea is
after he sold the item, we usually ship his item free of charge.
You pick it from him?
Yeah, we pick the item from his location and send it to the buyer. And also we provide for the buyers who's using the buyer channel, the buying channel, we provide him after they select the goods that would like to have. We give them, we ship the item to them, and we give them facility of payment, which is meet again with the community and culture in the kingdom, which is we have a lot of payment methods additional to the credit card, because usually when you say e-commerce, first thing coming to mind that, oh, I don't have a credit card, which is most of this, maybe they don't. So we provide, let's say, you can pay the amount of money in the bank, and it will be reflected on your e-wallet, on your account on the site, so you can pay directly from your wallet. You can pay by using prepaid cards like cashew cards and one card. Also, you can use these cards, which is available in most of the bookshops here in the kingdom. And most used maybe recently, it's the cash on delivery, which is they want to feel that it's a trusted site, and they just purchasing this item, and they really receiving it. So they will not risk it and pay, because they don't yet know Souq.com and who's Souq.com or whoever on the internet. Once the item is in his house door, he gave the money to the courier. The money came back to us. We secured the money here. We don't pay back the money to the seller unless the buyer accepts everything and he received what he requested. If there is any problem, we return back the money, and this has really happened. We return back the money and we ship back the item to the seller. But usually it moves smoothly, and the seller, after 2 days, he can get his money in the account, in the e-wallet. After that, he can request it to be transferred to his bank account.
But the whole idea is that what does Souq.com benefit out of the whole process? Is it a percentage that or service charges the buyer pays?
Well, the benefits of e-commerce, it's a long-term matter. You cannot get benefit from the first maybe 5 or 6 years. There's a percentage. There's a 5%. The seller must pay it. He will receive it as an invoice in his email. So we don't take it in advance. He just receive that there's 5% because the sales was done. And even though if we ship the item free of charge for him, so the item maybe it's 10 riyal, we ship it and we charge him half riyal for the 5%, but we ship the item in whatever 30 riyal or something. You know.
Okay.
So.
Okay, now tell us about the size of the current trade-in and also the number of the currently online visitors.
Okay. In our Souk.com in Saudi Arabia increased during the last year. We started 3 years back in Saudi Arabia. In UAE, we started 5 years back. If we're talking about the user in Saudi Arabia, we reach about 90,000 users in the kingdom.
A year.
Now, currently, we have a base of users of 90,000 traders on the site, and they're trading about 1 million point something on monthly basis. I mean, the sellers sell about 1.3 million riyal a month on Souk.com, the Saudi site. So it keeps increasing. Once someone try to use it and he feel that it's secured and there is someone who can help and follow up with him, he tell others, and others start using the Souk, and it's full escrow secured. So the users, e-commerce is about convenient escrow that meet with my requirements. So it has to be kind of customized for me to meet my requirements. You cannot force people to pay via this payment method or list via this way. So you have to give this variety of options for the users, and this is where the e-commerce company responsibility came to handle these elements.
Mr. Haitham, how can you guarantee the safety and the security for all the data Souk.com has for all the customers, the 90,000 customers you have?
Yeah, okay, 90,000 customers with their transactions, information.
The credit card numbers, hackers trying to break the firewalls and get their credit cards.
For sure, we as all international e-commerce sites, we have the best firewalls, softwares and systems, secured servers, and we have a large team who's handling these IT issues and security elements. We monitor all transactions, part of it monitored automated, part of it monitored by human, by the team that managing. If there is anything goes wrong or notice that something will happen, the system alert us early, and everything was. It's a dynamic environment. We keep enhancing and developing these softwares and products to meet with the requirements.
So there is no any information or data leakage?
No way. Because if you have one mistake, it might cost you a lot. I mean, the reputation is everything, and this is, at the end of the day, it's a trusted issue. It's all about trust. So I must let my users trust that I'm monitoring everything, and sometimes we have to have the liability on us if anything goes wrong, because we're there to serve.
Is it in the terms and conditions?
Yes, for sure. There's a terms and condition about everything, but we never say it's your responsibility if anything goes wrong. No, we have to make sure that everything goes fine and no problems at all in all the escrow, especially the financial transactions. Also, we are using a very secured, famous gateway for finance with a local banks here. So it's all linked together between local banks and us as a local e-commerce platform.
And then comes the local logistic companies all together. They're only working on a local-based network.
Yes, exactly. Actually, it has to be localized, because if
You're serving Saudi Arabia.
Serving Saudi Arabia.
What if the seller was, let's say, in Spain, and he wants to buy from?
This is coming in the future, inshallah. We will develop these things.
We'll be tackling this issue.
Yeah, but currently, let's start. Let's have this. Let's serve this community with this kind of feature that support them a lot, and they have to learn. And we are an educational curve. So our users start using this. Within time, we will certainly move and start opening the UAE sites users and let them buy from Saudi sites. This is the first, maybe the next step.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, dear viewers, let's go for this report about Souk.com, and we'll be back.
It's more convenient for people to buy and sell while they're sitting at home. It's easier for income when a person is either sitting in an office or studying. And it's also an opportunity for all ages to buy online. Okay, I was first using eBay, which was more international. Now that I'm actually living in Saudi, I realized that it's safer when it's more local. Buyers and sellers are local. The management has an office locally. The payments, there are 3 different kinds of payments, but the important thing about this site that credit cards are not very important. I can use the COD, which is cash on delivery. I can pay when the item is delivered, and I can use the prepaid cards as well. And there's a customer service center, which is local, which is easier for me to call and be able to communicate with. Okay, first of all, I search the market, what products are selling nowadays and what's not. When I decide what's the product I want to sell, I take a picture of my product, and then I write a description about it. Later on, I start answering the customers' questions online on souk.com, and we start communicating online. Later on, when a buyer actually decides to buy the product, I receive a message from souk.com on my mobile. That's when I'm able to communicate with the buyer on the phone, because I receive his information. Later on, I start preparing the shipment, and the shipment company comes to ship the product. بالنسبة لقيمة السلعة, souk.com will handle this, completely. They'll send it to my account, and whenever I want, I can transfer the money to my bank account. Actually, in the past, I used to buy my books from Amazon.com. Later on, I heard about souk.com, and I heard that I can actually make business while I'm sitting at home and buy my old books, the ones that I've already used and read. So what happened is, anything I would actually buy, I would scribe it on the internet and see if, and I realized that 40% of what I'm actually putting online is actually being bought. So it was a great business to do while I'm actually studying in university and sitting at home.